All right, y'all, we are live. God bless all of you. Thank you for being a part of this live stream. And guys, we have a really packed stream today. There's a lot to talk about. Let's just say there is a lot to talk about. So, I want to start off by getting into the Bitcoin charts. Let's talk about a few things. On the daily time frame, and I'm going to go over this in detail, but let's just start with the overview, the general overview. On the daily time frame, it seems that we are at a point, a very critical point, just looking at the naked price action without Market Cipher, without anything. It looks like potentially we could be forming something like this, right? Whoa, sorry about all these lines. Let me come to a chart that has fewer lines, and I'm just going to erase all these drawings. Looks like something like this, where we're putting in, consistently higher highs, and then right here, potentially, we could be putting in a lower high. Okay? Just something to keep in mind. We know that right now Bitcoin is struggling to break out of this resistance. It's been trying for quite some time. In fact, right now we are trading within this range right here, and if we zoom in, I know this looks crazy, guys. I'm using different colored lines now because some people said they were hard to see the thicker lines, so I'm using thin, easy to see lines. But if we zoom in here to the 4 hour, we can see that we've really been trading. We've been trading this range for 3 days now, and we're just trying to break through this resistance, and every time we try, we get a rejection. And right now, it's actually been kind of nice to trade the range. I unfortunately missed a really nice little scalp this morning. I was out taking care of the animals, and we got a perfect bounce, not only off of this support, but also off of this EMA. We didn't actually touch the 21 EMA, but we got pretty close, and we got a really nice bounce off of that, and now we've been kind of going up from there ever since. So whenever we are trading in these ranges, it is pretty nice because you pretty much can focus on just going long at support and then going short at resistance, unless you see that we are getting a clear momentum to break through. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but let's just talk about some of the levels that I have marked out here and why I have them marked out. So really, the way we need to look at this in the most basic form, before we look at Market Cipher or anything else, is we need to take this level to level. Now, these yellow lines I have marked here are some of the key levels that I'm looking at to trade, and the yellow lines are the most significant. So basically, if we lose this support right here, the next level is down here at 57.5, and you can see that this level was a historical sticking point where it was pretty much support right here for pretty much a whole day, and then it became support again right here, and this level was also support back here. It was resistance right here. It was a resistance here that got broken through. So if we do lose this white support, this is our next level, and if we lose that, this is our next level, and then finally we keep on going down until finally we get to the 51.6 level. Is it possible? Anything is possible, and the reason we need to mark out these levels is because these give us our targets, so that we're not just entering trades without having a clear sight and a clear plan of where we're actually heading to. The fact that we're getting a bounce off of this EMA and also off of this support line, you can kind of see the wick came down to almost the EMA, but the candle body, we bounced pretty much perfectly off of the support line. That's a good sign. We're holding this support, and hopefully we can get enough volume to break through these levels. And once we break through, if Bitcoin can break through this level right here, and I'm going to try and say the numbers for people who might be in the car. If Bitcoin can break through the 59.8 level, then that is an extremely bullish move for Bitcoin. And the reason why is because that is a very strong resistance level that we couldn't break through back on March 18th. We couldn't break through it on March 20th. We couldn't break through it yesterday, and we couldn't break through it this morning either. And also, a lot of people have been, I don't know, potentially a cup and handle pattern here. I'm not really sure if that's still valid, only because we had this cup here, and then we kind of had our handle, and it looked like we were going to break out, right? But we didn't. We got pushed back down. So this is kind of where I'm at right now. I'm keeping my eye on things. I'm still in my longs, which I have locked profit in, so they cannot be losses now. But really, if we lose this 21 EMA, then that's when I would get out of my longs. I'm still hoping that Bitcoin is going to continue in an uptrend, and that I will be able to ride some pretty big waves here, right? If we break the 60K level, then these are my shorter term targets on the way up, and then finally getting to the 65 level here. And the way I got these targets is using Fibonacci extension levels. So let me come into the chat. Shout out to everybody who's in here. FOMO into the like button, y'all. FOMO into the like button. I don't know if you guys have heard or seen this on Twitter, but PayPal recently announced the launch of Checkout with Jason, a new way for PayPal customers to check out with Jason Casper's like button to pay for certain purchases online. So this is obviously very bullish for the Jason Casper like button. So make sure to FOMO into it, guys. When PayPal announces something like this, that like button's going to skyrocket. And we are going to do a Bitcoin giveaway today because yesterday we got the video up to 800 likes. So today, if we can get this video up to 900 likes, that's crazy. There's only 500 people in here. Then we'll do another giveaway. We'll just keep doing these giveaways. We will just keep doing them. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about how to trade Bitcoin and finding little scalp entries when we are ranging like this. It can be a little bit difficult to do, but in general, I like to use a trading strategy that I call the Crosswalk strategy. And I know people were asking me about this yesterday. What is the Crosswalk strategy? Can you show us that again? So yeah, basically when Bitcoin is ranging like this, guys, and there's a very, very clear range, there's a strategy that I've been backtesting that seems to be very effective for making little scalps. And when I say scalps, I really mean like day trades, because when I post trades in the private Discord, and I call them potential scalp trades, they usually end up turning into longer term trades. Like this trade yesterday when we caught the bounce off the 21 EMA and rode this up. That was an awesome trade yesterday, was that not? That really was an awesome long. We ended up staying in that pretty much all day and hit all three take profit levels. So that was pretty nice. And again, this is just, buy at support, sell at resistance, simple stuff. A lot of times people are tempted to buy at resistance and sell at support out of emotion. The only time you would want to buy into resistance is when Market Cipher is giving you clear breakout signs. And this morning, I posted a potential swing trade, and I was basically said, I want to see us break this high before we get into this trade, because Market Cipher was looking like, it was looking a little weak on the 4-hour here. It didn't really look like we were getting much momentum, and 24-minute looked okay, but the 4-hour is like, eh. And I really wanted to see us break this high, and it's a good thing. I didn't enter this trade because we got rejected off of that resistance. And also it brings up a good point as well about sticking to your confirmations, right? Because yesterday I was looking for an entry too, or because I'm still long. So for me, these are just continuation points where I could, where I would enter if I wasn't already long. But I gave these confirmations what we should be looking for, and we didn't get them. We did not get those confirmations, And pretty soon we started printing a bearish divergence. So it's really important when you're when you have a trading strategy that you're using, you always want to wait for all your confirmations, right? Because if you don't wait for all of them, then you're basically gypping yourself, because you're entering a trade when your strategy has told you not to enter a trade. So if Bitcoin is ranging like this, there's a strategy that I use to trade called, I call it the Crosswalk strategy, right? I know I'm very poetic with my lingo, Crosswalk. But basically how you trade this strategy is quite simple. You're going to use Market Cipher SR, you're going to use Market Cipher B, and you are going to come into Market Cipher B and essentially, well, you don't have to do this, but I'm gonna turn some things off just so we can focus a little bit better. What you're going to do is you are going to look for places where the price crosses over a support or resistance level. And let me turn off these EMAs as well so we have more clear sight of what's actually happening. We want to see price cross a support or resistance level, and also, this is very important, also have a money flow cross on Market Cipher B. I'm going to draw some vertical lines where this happens. Okay, so right here, you can see that price came up, it crossed above the Vwap, it crossed above a support, and then we have a money flow cross. Okay, this would be our entry signal right here. And what you would do is you would enter long in this scenario right here at that candle. You would put your stop loss underneath the support, and then you just put your take profit levels at the next resistance levels. So you would have two take profits in this trade, and you would just set your take profit at those next levels. And I found that when we cross, and you can do this on different time frames, okay? I've been testing this on different time frames. So I found when you cross a support and the Vwap at the same time, and Market Cipher B gives you a money flow cross, or really just a bullish signal in general, like if you see a very clear direction on Market Cipher B after getting a cross like that, it's pretty much a very good time to go long or short, and it's very easy to set your take profits and your stop losses because you have those levels of support as those reference points and trade invalidation points in case things do go south, right? Let me see. There's another one right here. This one was actually, it's not really the best, but you still could have made a little move here using that strategy, because you could have said, okay, we cross over the Vwap right here, and then we come up and cross above a support right here. This one is not really the best one, but you still could have made it work. And then right here we get a money flow cross. I probably would not have taken this trade, but if I was trading the strategy strictly without considering anything else, I would have entered right here on this purple candle, because this is where we got the money flow cross. I would have set my take profit below the support, and my stop loss below the support, then my first take profit right here for a 1.2% gain, my second take profit right here for 1.67%, and we would have hit our first take profit. And this is how I trade Bitcoin during these ranging areas, okay? And admittedly, guys, these are riskier trades, and they do require more attention. They require you to sit in front of your computer or phone, and they require you to take profit when you are in profit, which is very important. Locking in profits is very important. If you don't lock in profits, it's very easy to turn winning trades into losing trades, like the trade that I just entered right here with my stop loss down here, and my let's say I was trying to get this high take profit at 2.73%. Well, this trade would have stopped me out if I wasn't diligent. So how you're going to do it is when you hit your take profits, or if you are getting up close to your take profits and you see momentum starting to come down, take some profit out. Take some profit out, and perhaps even move your stop loss into break even so that you're guaranteed to have a winning trade. Because here's what's going to happen. When you're doing these cross-swap trades, there are going to be times where these things are amazing trades. Like this one here was a good trade, right? And they don't come up too often. They don't. But again, like right here, this would have been a nice trade too. This could have been a nice, because we crossed the Vwap, we crossed the support, we get the money flow cross. Right here, this could have been a nice 3% gain. So sometimes these things are going to run forever, and you're going to make a lot. But if you don't lock in profit when you're a profit, more times than not, these things are not going to run forever. So make sure to take your money when you're making money. That's a great way to do it. And you can see also that the trades don't come up too often using this strategy. They don't come up too often. So there's lots of things you can do. If Bitcoin is ranging, you can just buy support, sell resistance if Market Cipher is giving you confirmation with that, right? Like right here, we're rejecting off support at the same time that we're printing a bearish direction here on Market Cipher B. Of course, before that confirms, you're halfway to your take profit level. But there's a lot of different ways to do this when we're ranging. I found that the most secure way is to wait for it to cross the Vwap and a support at the same time. Those tend to be very profitable trades. So, but there's a lot of other things to do if Bitcoin is in a ranging market. One of those things is trade other coins, and I'm going to get into that later. But I want to go into the chat and see if anybody has any questions. Guys, FOMO into that like button. What's up, Quran Gamer? Shout out to you. I'm doing well. What's up, Brad Elkins? Yeah, I'm not growing pot on the farm. Johnny Happy stopped smoking yesterday. Where do I trade altcoins? I trade altcoins on Binance with a VPN. With a VPN, I trade altcoins on Binance. Yeah, that was the Vwap strategy you were asking for yesterday, bro. I'll go back into it. Noah D wants to know how I draw these support and resistance lines. I'll get into that too. Soulless Run, what's going on? Shout out to you. God bless. Mita Greeting, God bless you. And a Panther, God bless you. Appreciate all of you guys for being here. God bless. Am I in a trade right now? Yes, I am still in a long trade. I'm in a long trade. I've already locked in profit. I have a smaller position. There were two entries that we did yesterday. So here in Discord, 2 days ago, I posted this trade in the private Discord where I entered right here at about 58.2, and then I took some profit up here at 59, and then I kind of stayed in that long as well, and then the next day I added to my position. Whoa, that's a trade alert. I should shut this off. So this is an alert telling me that price has just crossed the Vwap. Let me shut these off for this stream, guys. Sorry about that. See, I have an alert set so that I can actually do the Vwap strategy when it comes up. But whenever price crosses that, I get an alert so I can check and see, have we just crossed the support or resistance? What's the money flow like? But yeah, what was I? Oh yeah, so the trades in the Discord. I posted that I added to my position yesterday morning, right down here when we bounced off this 21 EMA, which was a really great entry, and then we all rode that thing up, throughout the day. I think my highest take profit level was 59.4, and we hit that. We hit that with this giant purple candlestick here. Or no, I'm sorry. I didn't take a picture of the third take profit. I took a picture of the second take profit. But yeah, we all hit all three take profits. So I'm still long in these trades, guys. I've locked in my profits, and my hope is that we continue on this uptrend. That's my hope. But people are asking me how to get in the private Discord. Join my free Discord and message me for details. Message me for details, and I'll give you info on that. Yeah. So as I was saying, when I first started the stream, let me get back to a different Bitcoin chart here, but I'm really just looking at what's happening right here. It would be a shame if we put in a lower high, and like I said, if we break below the 21 EMA on the 4 hour, that's where I would be looking to get out of my position. And we almost touched it again today, but if we confirm a 4 hour candle below it, that is my invalidation point, because I'm using the 21 EMA as support right now. So yeah, so let's, I'm really, because things do look bullish. Like on the daily time frame, things are looking kind of bullish. We still have some good separation between the waves here, but the Vwap is starting to cross back down. So if we get like a jolt of momentum, we could just, this wave could keep coming up, this daily candle could keep coming up. If we break above the resistance that we've been trying to break above for so long, if we break that 59.8K level, I mean, to me that's a very bullish sign that we're having an actual breakout, and we'll continue up in the uptrend. On the 4 hour, things are still looking, kind of bullish. We had the money flow crossover, we had a clear bottom. But we've been trading sideways in this range for a while, right? We've been in this range really since 2 days ago, and we've been basically trading between our resistance around 59.8 and this support at like 57. So right now this is the range that we're stuck in, and so the Vwap strategy that I use to trade these ranges is this. Essentially, what I do is I will wait for. And there's a few different ways to do it. But the most basic and way that I found has given me the best gains, the best profits, is waiting for price to come up and first cross. It doesn't matter what order these things happen in. We need to get price to come crossing the Vwap, crossing a support or resistance, and it doesn't really matter what time frame you drew your support or resistance on. If it's crossing the Vwap and a support or resistance, then when you get a money flow crossover, that's where you would enter the trade. So you can either do it on a money flow crossover, or a little bit more risky because it can be harder to tell on the lower time frames. But if you see something like this, like a clear bottom, and then you're printing consecutively higher waves like this, you can also enter on a bullish signal like that. But the first thing you're looking for is the Vwap crossover, and then a support or resistance crossover. And then when you get your bullish signal on Market Cipher B, that's where you would enter your position. So for this long position, I would enter right here after this purple candle has printed, because that's where we officially get the money flow cross. And then you put your support below. You could put your stop loss either below the last support or below the Vwap, whichever one you want, depending on your risk management. And then you set your take profit levels at the next resistances. The next resistances, if you're longing. So this, we could have made a pretty nice trade if we had stayed in it for, oh, it doesn't tell me with this tool. If we had stayed in this trade for almost 2 days, we could have made a nice profit. So that's the thing. Sometimes these will turn into longer term trades as well. And, but they also work well for shorter term trades. Especially if you're doing this on like the 6 minute, the 7 minute time frame. It works on many different time frames as well. At least I think it does. So like even right here, like I would consider this one too, just because it's all happening within the same like vicinity, where you have clear direction on Market Cipher, and also you're crossing the Vwap and a support at the same time. The lower the time frame, the looser you need to be with your stop loss. I have found. Here's a really good one right here on the 7 minute time frame. We got a double bottom here, we got another bottom here, and then we're starting to come up. We get a trigger wave here. You could have entered right on this candle as soon as we cross above the support, or you could have waited for the money flow cross and entered here. And if you entered at the higher entry, which was right here, you could have had a nice, 2.5% gain right there. So the best way that I have found to do it is wait for a money flow cross instead of looking just for a bullish sign, because sometimes on these lower time frames it can be harder to find the bullish sign. But they don't have to happen all at the same time. They have to happen pretty close to each other. And just use your stop losses, use your take profit levels, take profit when you are in profit. And this works pretty well. I don't want to leave this website. Here's another one right up here. The way these work is you're going to get a lot of small gains, and then sometimes you're going to get like really big ones. So like right here is a good one, right? We come up, we cross above the Vwap and the support at the same time right after a money flow crossover. So you could have entered right in here, and that could have been a nice almost 2% move right there. And of course, if you're using like 2x, 3x, 5x leverage, that's a pretty nice trade right there. And it wouldn't have been that long. I mean, a few hours you would have been in here. A few hours. So that's the VWAP strategy, and it works really well in the ranging markets. It works really well. Of course, you're never going to get all the move, but it seems to be a way to guarantee that things are going to work, because that's just the way I see it. Of course, you can always just sell at resistance, buy at support, but then I would always also find confluence with Market Cipher as well. So that's that strategy, y'all. Shout out to everyone in here. I don't know if you guys heard the news, but PayPal actually just tweeted this morning that they're announcing the launch of Checkout with Jason. It's actually a pretty cool thing PayPal's doing, where they're actually going to allow their customers to check out with Jason Casper's like button for select online purchases. So, it happens, and I don't know if you guys knew this also, but it turns out that COVID-19 is the reason for my shoddy internet connection. Some of you guys know I struggle with lag. I struggle with sometimes a little bit delay, low resolution. Well, the experts found out what the problem was. So turns out, I don't know if maybe you guys can have more sympathy toward me now. So let me see if there's any questions about that in the chat. If you guys have any questions about that strategy. Yeah, where are the likes at? Yo, if we can get this video up to 1,000 likes, I'll do another giveaway tomorrow. I'll give away the giveaway is this. I'm giving away my course to 2 people and $100 of Bitcoin to 2 people using a random comment picker. And in order to do that, you have to be in the Discord already, and then I'm gonna tell you a video to go comment on later on. Shout out to Richard Harrington, who loaded up the truck on Jason Casper like button. And somebody says BitBoy wants to interview me on his channel. Yeah, that would be crazy, right? I that would be insane if he actually did interview me on his channel. Shout out to Johnny Happy, who just liked now. And how's Bitcoin looking? Well, we just looked over it. I can go look for it again. Okay, somebody says, if the VWAP crosses now and money flow goes into the green, I think it will be a great time for this strategy. Let's take a look. So, yeah, I would say so too. I would absolutely say so as well, because we just crossed the support, we crossed the VWAP, and then our take profit would be up here, right at the top of the range also. So again, you're not gonna make every move with this. And honestly, when we're ranging, it's always good to look out for bounces. Like if you see we're getting a bounce off of a support or a rejection off resistance, it's never a bad time to enter a little trade. It really is not. Just make sure that you're locking in your profits and using Market Cipher for confluence. The hardest thing with the shorter time frames is the fact that the signals on Market Cipher, they're not as reliable simply because there's less data. It's interpreting less data, and the less data there is, the less accurate the graph is going to be. So it's like if they do a poll and they ask 3 people their opinion, they'll say 66% of people say they agree with this, and really it's only 2 out of 3 people who agree. So it's the same with Market Cipher. Like if you're looking at the 4-hour time frame, the daily time frame, I mean those signals are accurate, but on the 7-minute, not so much. Let's see. Yeah, green dot in the 1 hour, maybe a good time to enter long. Yeah, so, I've been in the Discord, I posted this yesterday in the private Discord, and if you guys want information on this, join my free Discord and send me a message. I'll give you info on this. This is where I added to my long position. I'm still long. Like, I've been long on the 4-hour time frame. Where did I get long? That's what the kids are into nowadays. They say I'm getting long. It's what they mean when they say that they're partaking in underage drinking. They're like, "Yo, you trying to get long tonight?" So I got long right around here at 58.2. I posted that trade in the Discord, and then I added to my position when we got this bounce off the 21 EMA. And the reason I did that is because historically, when price on the 4-hour time frame, when we get a money flow cross, and the 2 EMAs that I like to look at, the 21 and the 55, cross each other and the candles confirm above, historically we've been getting a bounce off of those, and then boom, we're off to the races. So yesterday morning, I thought we had the money flow cross, we had the candles confirm above the EMAs, which crossed over each other, and then they came up, we got this pump, and then we came down, we got a perfect bounce, and I was thinking, boom, we're going off to the moon. I thought Elon Musk was about to tweet. I hit him up. I'm like, "Yo, bro, can you tweet for me, man? I just entered long off an EMA. Can you get your cell phone and tweet?" But he had his phone on silent, so he didn't hear me. But usually he always responds to my texts. Elon Musk does. He's yeah, me and him, man, we're like best friends. Don't ask him about it. He won't talk about it. But yeah, we're best friends. And so that's why I'm long right now. And basically my invalidation point for this long is if we confirm some candles below the 21 EMA, then I will say, okay, I was wrong in my sentiment about the market, and I need to get out of my position because I don't want to lose money. Good thing is I've already locked in a lot of profit. Yesterday was a really nice trade, like a 3-point-something%, which is nice. And when I'm entering these swing longs, guys, I'm not using leverage. I'm using a very high. My position is a lot. I put a lot into these trades, but I'm not using leverage. So my liquidation price right now is like way down somewhere like, I forget if it's I think it's in the low 40s. So my liquidation price is somewhere down here. So I really don't have to worry about liquidation. And that's why if you're going to enter swing longs like this, use maybe like 1, 2, 3x leverage at the max. And sometimes I boost the leverage if I see that we're in a really nice trend and we're like riding it. Then maybe boost the leverage so you can add a little more to your position. But just be careful, guys. Don't get liquidated. It's not fun. Nobody likes to get liquidated. It sounds painful, doesn't it? It sounds painful. It sounds like somebody's strapping you to the toilet and forcing you to go down. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to say that. But nobody wants to get liquidated, okay? Let's see here. Which ribbon number is the 55 EMA? The shout out to PD Craft. The 55 EMA is not part of Market Cipher. It's not. It is. You have to use a regular 55 EMA. DLG Media are alerts in the course. I guess how to set alerts? Yes, I go over that in the course. Today is April Fool's Day. That is true. Maybe Bitcoin's playing a joke on us, just like if you guys saw Crypto's video. Man, that was a good one. Damien says, do you money flow index MFI? It's part of Market Cipher. Could the double bottom on the 4-hour be validated if we get another trigger? Um, yeah, I would say so. I would say so. And I mean, I'm still super bullish, guys, and I'm still staying in my longs. I'm staying long. I'm getting long. Yeah, of course, T-Butt 155. Of course, I listen to Canary Cry News Talk. Who doesn't listen to good old Basil and Gons discuss news with biblical views? All right. Why the 55 EMA, says Cameron Guild. The reason I like to use the 21 and the 55 EMA is because I find that they give very accurate signals, and when I'm using a full EMA ribbon, like if I were to just turn on the whole Market Cipher A ribbon, there's too much noise for me there, and it takes too long for all those ribbons to cross over and under each other. And I find that when I'm just the 21 and 55, first of all, they're Fibonacci numbers. They're Fibonacci numbers, and I've just found that they're really good at telling you the trend. They cross right here, and that's really when we get a huge pump right after they cross. Well, during the cross, I guess. But you could just go back and look on the daily, on the 4-hour, even on lower time frames. The 21 and the 55 are great. They act as really good dynamic support and resistance in my mind. Like you can see when we're in the downtrend, we're rejecting off these EMAs. We're rejecting off them. When we're in the uptrend, we bounce off of them. It's just nice. I like those too. Wait, is there really music playing right now? There should not be. I hope that there's not. Do I trade altcoins? Yes, I trade altcoins. And I want to get into that, guys. T-Fletch, scaling in and scaling out. I talk about that in the course, man. It's kind of involved. Shout out to T-Butt 155 who watches Basil and Gons. Yeah. And guys, if we get this video to 1,000 likes, I'll do another giveaway tomorrow. So, I do trade altcoins. And guys, here's what we do. Here's what I do, especially when Bitcoin is ranging. You guys know you can make a ton, just trading altcoins, and it's so easy. If you have Binance, I love Binance. I use it with a VPN. But, I have in here also in the private Discord, I'm always looking at altcoins, and I hold them for the pumps. And like yesterday, what were the two coins I was looking at? Okay, so first of all, Litecoin. I scooped up some Litecoin during that dump, and it went up from like $180 to like 200 again. Where's the Litecoin? What did we do yesterday? Look at this, right? We Litecoin was looking nice. We had a money flow crossover very recently, breaking out of this triangle here, and then we had a big old dump. So I just scooped up some Litecoin, and that's like a 7% move right there. And then there was another coin that I posted. Yeah, this thing, FLM, was about to break out yesterday. And I don't even know what this coin is. I really don't. But, we're about to break out of resistance. We just got a green trigger wave on the daily on Market Cipher B. Really, with these altcoins, all you have to do is like look for the most basic patterns and then look at Market Cipher B. And this thing was nuts. Like FLM. Did this thing pump yesterday? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this thing pumped. And what else pumped yesterday? Dent pumped as well. Dent pumped a lot. It went from like 11 cents to like 14 cents, and I was even late when I saw it breaking out. I saw it breaking out of this. I saw the green trigger wave on the 12-hour. I'm like, all right, let me get some Dent. And this thing, it went up to like from 11 cents to hit this line. So that was like a 30% move. I think so. And then I just sell them. Like when I wake up, I look at the alts. I just go on Binance. I look at things. I look at charts. I draw patterns. I look at Market Cipher. And in the morning, I buy stuff. At night, I sell stuff. And I'm not always selling all this. Like sometimes I load up my bags and hold them. But really, what you should be doing is if you see an altcoin that you think has potential, right? Like one I always talk about is that I think has a lot of potential is this one here, VIDT, right? You look for coins that have had previous all-time highs that were really high, and you look for like the most basic pattern, like a triangle, and then you just buy the low. You buy these zones where you say, okay, this is pretty much the low, and if you want to use a stop loss, you just put it under these lows here. And what you do is you just load up your bags and say, okay, I might put, you know, a small portion of my portfolio into these because there's very little downward potential, but there's a lot of upward potential. And you just set your take profit levels at the previous resistances like this. So you set alerts on these, and when they get hit, you just take out some of your position. Like let's say you had 1,000 VIDT, you get to the first take profit level, take out 30. Take out 300. Second take profit level, take out 300. Third take profit level. You know, take out a little bit more. Or I usually take out, you know, between 25 and 30% every time I hit a take profit level, and that it just ensures that you're always making money, and these altcoins will pump, right? So right now VIDT on the daily time frame, we just printed a red trigger wave up here, and this is actually the Bitcoin pair as well. I usually don't trade the Bitcoin pairs anymore, but this is one I've been eyeing up for a while, because once Bitcoin started pumping, it's like, man, I'm getting wrecked with these Bitcoin pairs, so I switched to the USDT pairs. But and just stacking my tether, y'all. But look, if we come down here and print a nice tight trigger wave up somewhere in here, man, we could really blast off on this thing. And this is a good project. They're partnered with IBM. Yeah, so altcoins, I don't trade them the way I trade Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin and well, I haven't been trading Ethereum on a regular basis anymore, but Bitcoin and Ethereum, you know, I will trade like on a daily basis, but the altcoins, I kind of just hold, pump, sell, the HPS method, you know, the HPS. You just look for like head and shoulder you look for pencil and neck patterns on the chart, and once those pencil necks start to pump, you sell. Yeah, my opinion of the symmetrical triangle on Bitcoin for the 1 hour. Yeah, I will take a look at that. And guys, FOMO into the like so that we can do another giveaway tomorrow. I know it's a tough thing to get to 1,000 likes. I don't know if we can do that. I really don't know. So let's go to the 1 hour on BTC. Take a look at the symmetrical triangle. I mean, here, let me go to the chart with the support and resistances. There's a lot, huh? It's kind of hard to say what I think about it because it's not. Yeah, you know what? I guess it is kind of clean. Yeah, I don't know. You know, it definitely is a pattern, and I would keep my eyes on it. We did just reject off of it, so it seems to be this trend line here is definitely being respected. This bottom trend line here is also being respected, but really it's the horizontals that are being respected. But for sure, we'll have to see what happens here. And yeah, I'm waiting for us to break this 59.7-ish, 59.8 resistance level, because that is extremely bullish. That would break us out of this resistance that we've been oppressed under for so long. It's a very oppressive resistance. And guys, speaking of, I want to do a shout out to a company that offers a free service. Speaking of trading altcoins, there is a company out there called Atani. You can search for them on DuckDuckGo, and basically it's free. It's totally free, and basically all your exchanges on one platform, which is pretty nice. So you could do Binance and Bybit and everything all from one API interface, and you can, like, instead of having to switch back and forth and forgetting your KuCoin login and all this, and you change your password, it just connects through API, and you can manage all your different exchanges on here and see your whole portfolio across all your different exchanges on Binance, on Bybit. And they're working right now on expanding this to, like, doing, like, more than just crypto and futures and all this. And it's totally free. It's totally free. Their service is free. If you want more info on that, I have a link in the description of my video. It looks like an affiliate link, but it's just a reference link, so that they know that I sent you here, because they reached out to me and showed me this thing. I'm like, this is awesome, because first of all, it's free, and second of all, it solves, like, a serious problem that I have, which is I hate having all these different logins, and I hate having to make sure my VPN is on before I go use Binance, use Bybit. This, bypasses the need for that because it's connected through API. So I haven't actually loaded this thing up yet, but I plan to. It's called Atani. So check them out, y'all. Let's come back into the chat. What candles do I use when drawing my trend line? I like to use regular candles. Yeah, I am in the laundry room. What's going on, Flathead? I don't really use Heiken SE candles. The reason I don't use them is because, no, Cameron, I did not do the giveaway yet. I'm gonna wait until the end. How did I do Binance? I used a VPN. Yeah, you do hear a washer, guys. I'm sorry about that. Let me see. Oh man, I need to find a way to turn up my noise gate here. Let me see if I can do that. Sorry guys, the J Casper live streams are kind of ghetto. They're kind of ghetto, I'm just out here on the land, living on a farm. The washing machine's in the office. And that's just how it is. Oh, bass of the music. Yeah, people thought that. Okay, well, as long as you guys can hear me, it's all good. Okay, so people are asking about the Vwap strategy. So basically, the Vwap strategy is, and you can rewatch the stream as well, but what you're going to do is you're going to turn on Market Cipher SR. Okay, so I'm going to go to these things here, and I'm going to go to Market Cipher SR, and you're just going to turn off everything except the Vwap. So turn off pivot high, turn off pivot low, center of range, cipher resistance, support, turn all that stuff off, and what you're left with is this beautiful white line, which, by the way, is also called the Vwap, and I call it the WAP. I call it the Vwap. And basically, that's how you turn that thing on, and then the strategy is you are going to look for a crossover. You're going to look for price to come up above the Vwap, above a support or a resistance level, and at the same time have a money flow crossover. So right here, we could see that right here we came up above a support and the Vwap, and we had a money flow crossover right here. And so we would have entered long position right here because we came up above this white support and the Vwap. Then you just set your take profit levels at the next resistance level. So, and you put your stop loss under the support. So it's really good risk to reward ratio. You have very clear stop losses, very clear take profit levels, and it works pretty well. Yeah, it's mining rigs actually. It's not a washer. Oh, you can adjust ribbon 9 on Market Cipher B to 55. Thanks, Mr. Fantastic. That's great to know. That is great to know. So yeah, let's talk about Ethereum, guys. Let's talk about Ethereum. So Ethereum's been doing some crazy things, and let me turn off this Vwap now. Ethereum has been doing some crazy things. We broke out of this pattern here, and unfortunately, we got rejected off of this level right here, which we're unable to break the all-time high. So let's see if we can still do that. This is the daily chart, and it looks like we still have a lot of room to go on this wave crossover. It looks like we still have a lot of room to go, and we were forming this this triangular shape on Market Cipher B. Well, I guess not really. No, we were not really. We were not really. So never mind about that. But I've been long on Ethereum since right about here. So I've been in a swing long with 1x leverage since right here. So currently I'm up quite a bit. And okay, so good news is that we got a really nice, even though we rejected off that all-time high, we got a really nice bounce off of this support here. So if we can maintain this support, then that's a very good sign. And of course, if we can break this resistance, that's also a really good sign. So perhaps what we're seeing here is just a period of consolidation before we continue onward. Another great thing as far as Ethereum goes is the fact that we did the same thing that Bitcoin did, which is we got a money flow crossover on the 4. We got this nice trigger wave on the 4. And then we came up above the two moving averages, the 21 and the 55. They crossed over each other. And then we got a really nice bounce off of the 21 moving average. And it's really weird, guys. It is really weird. I mean, I know Bitcoin and Ethereum usually mirror each other. But it is a little bit strange that they're both kind of just stalling out at some major resistance. So let's see what happens. I'm hoping and expecting that we're gonna get through these levels, because we've been testing them for a long time. I mean, Ethereum has been waiting so long to break out. It was doing so well, and it was past 2K, and on February 14th, this chart doesn't show it, but on February 14th, it actually spiked up here to 25K, and then it came back down. But the chart doesn't show it, but that is what happened. And Ethereum has been down for so long. It's about time that it starts to come back up, because it is the second biggest market cap coin, and there's a lot of institutional investors that are getting into Ethereum, right? It solves a lot of problems. Yeah, it does have its issues, but it's the most well-known smart contract asset, I guess, out there. So I'm expecting this thing to maintain its bullishness, and the fact that we did break out of this triangle after being bound in it for so long since the end of February, that's a really good sign. And again, these moving averages crossing over, that's a really good sign. The last time that happened, we got a nice 25% move upward. So yeah, I'm bullish on Ethereum. I am holding my Ethereum trade. I'm in an Ethereum long, which I am going to hold until 25K. I'm holding it until 25K. I already told myself that. I've been long since here, which was February 23rd. So that would give me a nice 77% move right there. So that's a pretty nice gain for me. Yeah, Flathead, it would be nice to see Ethereum do its own thing. And you're right, Jet Slicer. Ethereum starts to not care what Bitcoin does, but sometimes they still really do. They really do mirror each other. Tales from the Crypto says, I've been up all night and it seemed like there was intense volatility from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. And then it seemed like we were temporarily capitulated to making higher highs. It kind of did seem that way. Austin Rockman, are you talking about Bitcoin? Tales from Crypto is now playing the devil's advocate. We could test a lot of things, guys. We could potentially test 56K again. Absolutely we could. Anything could happen. That's why we just need to look. That's why we need to mark out our levels, and we need to look at Market Cipher and trade what the chart is doing, and don't trade if the chart's not telling you something. Like the swing trade, I was eyeing up for a nice entry this morning. I got woken up at like 4:30 a.m. by an alert, and I thought, I posted this in the Discord saying, look, potentially could be getting our breakout, but I didn't want to enter unless we were going to break out of this high here, and we just got rejected hard. So we just got rejected hard, and we keep getting rejected. So don't enter a trade unless you're and you have all your confirmations. So how do we get those trend lines? How do we get these support, resistance lines and Fibonacci targets on the chart? Let's talk about that, because people keep asking about the levels in the chat. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to pick up a chart, pick it up off the floor, and you're going to go to the daily time frame, and you're going to make Market Cipher small. And really what you're going to do is you're just going to mark out levels on the daily time frame where historically price has found a sticking point. And you're always going to start to the left of the chart, and you're going to look for candle opens and closes, okay? Candle opens and closes. And so right here, you can see, if I put a line here, the reason I put it here is because we had a candle close here, and then we had a candle open here. And then later on, it acted as support, then it acted as resistance, then resistance again, and then it got flipped into support again. And then later on, we come down here, and it acts as support. And you're going to do this always starting to the left. And the reason we're doing this is because price will tend to retrace to these areas of liquidity where there's a lot of buying and selling that has happened. And so like in this area, a lot of buying and selling has happened. And that's why you would mark this zone as kind of a buy zone, right? If you're expecting the uptrend to continue, if price comes down to this level, this would be a buy zone because it allows you to get in at a low where historically a lot of buying and selling has happened, and price will want to retrace there. It's just the way the market kind of works. And you're going to mark out these levels on your chart. Put one right here because we had a candle close right here, we had a candle open right here, we had a candle close right here, candle open right here, resistance all throughout here. Then of course that's why it's acting as resistance again, which potentially we could break out of. So you put your daily levels, then you go to the 4 hour, and you do the same thing on the 4 hour, where basically you're just looking for sticking points here, and you're going to draw, starting from the left of the chart, you're going to draw lines. Now look at this right here. Always do a different color on the lower time frame so you don't get confused. So I'll make the 4 hour ones blue. Actually, I'll make them hot pink. Now check this out. We had this level. It was resistance all the way back here at the beginning of March, and then it was resistance again, then it became support, then it became resistance, and then support again, then resistance again. And wouldn't you know that when we had that flash dump, we came back to that exact level. So these levels are respected. Price will retrace here. So that's how you're going to get your levels that you're going to trade from. But then how do we get our Fibonacci targets? Well, there's a few different ways to do that, and I go over this in the course, guys. I go over in thorough detail in the trading course, and if you're interested in that, actually I'm going to be giving it away to 2 people at the end of this live stream, but if you're interested in that, join my Discord, hit me up, I'll give you details about it. But it's a comprehensive course that's for newer traders, where it goes over everything on how you can become confident in creating your own profitable trading strategies, where it doesn't matter what I say, what any YouTuber says, but you can be confident in your own entries, and you can start making profit without having to worry about being a slave to checking Twitter and other people trying to say, yeah, we're going up, or no, we're going down. You can know exactly what you're doing. And where do we go over Fibonacci? We go over Fibonacci right here, session 5. how to obtain those extensions and all that. But basically, one of the simplest ways to do it is just take your fib, your basic fib retracement, and you're going to go from the top of the nearest swing high to the bottom of the retracement move here, and it will give you some targets that you can look for. And the 1.618 is one that price usually tends to go to, and that's why my first real take profit level, besides all my other sub levels up there, is the 65-ish area. Now these sometimes are exact, sometimes not. What's more accurate is taking your fib retracement tool from the top of the swing high. Really the best way to do it would be to take it from a swing low to a swing high, and then looking for a bounce off one of these levels. And then once you get your bounce, you would take another fib from the swing high to the point where we retrace, which in this case, look at this. We took from the swing low to the swing high, we get a bounce perfectly off the 618. And so then to obtain targets, you would take from the swing high to the 618, and then these would be your extension levels. And another way to do it is to use the trend-based fib extension tool. But there's a lot of different ways to kind of do it, and everybody has their own theory on how to correctly pull a fib. And obviously there is a right way and a wrong way to do it, but there are different ways to do it. Flathead wants to be a mod so he can show the like button. Yeah, Flathead, I can't. Can I make you a mod now? What's your YouTube channel? C Money Guy 123 wants to know, where do you measure from when you're doing the fib? Do you do candle wicks or candle bodies? It depends. I like to go wick to wick. I always go wick to wick. You have to choose though. Never go like wick to body. Do one or the other. Creepy Joe, are you a mod? I thought I made you a mod. How come you're not a mod? What the heck, man? Shout out to E Wheeler, who loves my TA. Thank you guys. Yeah, I'm going to do a giveaway, and we have 608 people in here, only 545 likes. I said I would do another giveaway tomorrow if we got to 1,000 likes. I don't think that's gonna happen. But if we can get this thing up to 620 likes, then I will do a giveaway tomorrow. And with the same thing, I'll give away the course, and I will also give away $100 of Bitcoin to 2 people. I don't know if we can do it. I don't know if we can do it. Yeah, Jason Simmons, if you're interested in the course, bro, join my free Discord, link in the description, and message me in there, and I'll give you information. Why not 777 likes? I would love 777 likes, but the thing is, we only have 583 people in here right now, and so I think that's a little high. But if we get 17 more likes, then we'll do the giveaway tomorrow. So, all right, let's just do the giveaway right now. So basically, what I need you guys to do is come over to my YouTube channel. And if you guys don't know how to get there, you go to www.youtube.com. Okay, I don't know if you ever heard of this here. And let me see. You're going to come to the Jason Casper YouTube channel. And you're going to go to videos. And on yesterday's live stream, the one that's called Bitcoin Dump, pipe symbol, live analysis Q&A, pipe symbol, my trading plan, you're going to come in here, and this level here, and you're going to comment on this video. Wow, it has 139 comments. That's crazy. You're going to comment on this video, and you are going to tell me why I should choose you for this giveaway. And I'm going to select a random comment, and your reason has to tug on my heartstrings, guys. It has to tug. You have to make me say, yes, this is the person. This is the person or two people that I want to give away my course and $100 of Bitcoin to. And when I choose your comment, what I need you also to do is send me your Discord name in the chat so that I can contact you in there, and then you can give me your Bitcoin address. And actually, better yet, comment your Bitcoin address on the video and tell me why I should choose you. So go ahead and do that. I'll actually drop the link to the video in the chat so that you guys can get there more easily. Shalom to Renee Simon C. Shalom, brother. Ata medabel ivrit? Hello. Do you speak Hebrew or no? Okay, this is the video that we need. Okay, so guys, comment on the video here. Comment why I should choose you, and also comment your Bitcoin address, and I'll do a random comment picker. And then once you're chosen, then I'll ask for your Discord so that we can talk further in Discord. Sandman 809, nah, it's not better to send me the Bitcoin address privately later, because here's why. The worst that can happen is more people will send you Bitcoin. Albert Saban speaks Hebrew. Tov. And Good Gamer is from Israel. Ani someach lishma et zeh. Alright, so I'm going to give it some time. Gonna give it some time, y'all. Oh, he's from Turkey. That's cool. Let's see here. We had 139 comments. Let's see how many we got now. 161. Wow. Your odds are pretty good, y'all. Odds are pretty good. Odds are pretty good. We'll give it another minute or two while we look at Bitcoin struggling to come above this resistance. Poor Bitcoin, struggling. And guys, if you're, in the meantime, the course is free for two people, but if you're interested in more details, come to my Discord, message me privately, or send me an email. Either way, I'll give you information on that. And also, if you are interested in joining the private Discord where I post my trades, you can message me for that as well, and I will give you information. And if you guys don't have Market Cipher and you want to get it, I do have a 5% discount. If you use the link in the description of this video and do the code, the Billy discount code, you can get a 5% off. It used to be 10%, but it got changed to 5%, so ain't nothing I could do. Sorry, y'all. If it were up to me, I would give you guys 11% off if it were up to me. In fact, if you want an 11% discount on the course, hit me up in the Discord. I'll give you an 11% discount on the course. Just say, hey, I heard you talk about an 11% discount in today's live stream. Hook it up, bro. And I'll be like, sure thing. Okay, let's see if we have any more comments here. Wow, 192. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Okay. All right, let's give it one more minute. It's 10:06. At 10:07, I'm going to do this, and it's 10:06. 10:06 a.m. my time on Jason Casper time, as you guys can see on my MacBook. I can't wait for 10:07. I cannot wait. Vagans wants to win so badly. I hope you win, man. Shalom from Germany. Hey, what's going on from Germany? Andrew Sykes, am I going to start my own whale club? I mean, I don't know. I'm no crypto face, so... And Andra Kopeksi is short on Bitcoin. I mean, we are rejecting off a resistance, so if you have your confirmations, there's no reason not to. All right, let's do it. Okay. Grab the URL, pick it up. It's not too heavy. Post it in here, and let's get the comments. Okay. I've never actually done this before, so how do I... Okay. How the heck do I choose one now? Oh, here we go. Start a raffle and pick a random winner. Okay, this is not one, because he didn't post his Bitcoin address. Okay, this is a spammer who's trying to get me to sign up for his Okay, that's not one either. Here we go, finally. Okay, Halen Corte. Great TA, thanks for all the great insight. I got wrecked twice back in 2014. Sorry to hear that. Once by Hashfast going bankrupt, and then my friend's ex trashed our PC and we lost all our Bitcoin. Oh no, that is horrible. That is horrible. Okay, I'm going to copy this Bitcoin address down, and I'm going to send you $200 of Bitcoin. And hit me up in the Discord, and I will hook you up with the course. Okay? So let me get a little text edit right here and put this as your Bitcoin address for... All right, now let's do another one here. Pick another winner. Okay, Nikolai Kolikov. I'm sorry, I'm bad at this. I'm bad at pronouncing names. Learn a lot from your videos, man. Would enjoy. Put those lessons to work. The Cole. Congratulations, bro. I will send you $100 of Bitcoin, and hit me up in the Discord. Join my Discord and message me in there, and I will hook you up with the course. Okay? And you know what? I'll also give you guys access to my private server as well. So congratulations to everybody, all two of you who won. And it looks like we're going to do this tomorrow also, because we got 653 likes. So I'm going to do that again tomorrow. Oh no, it says invalid invite. Okay, let me give you a fresh invite here. Let me give you a fresh invite. I'm going to throw it into the chat. So if anybody cannot access the Discord, I'm throwing it in the chat. I'm going to update the video right here to have this new link. No, there's a free Discord server, but the one that I'm going to add these two winners to is a paid one where I post my trades. That's where I post all the trades that I was showing earlier, like the Bitcoin trades we entered, and also the altcoin trades that I did yesterday to make some nice pumpy, plump gains. Plumptastic. And, man, let's see what happens with Bitcoin, guys. Let's see what happens with Bitcoin. I hope tomorrow on the live stream, when I give away my course again and $200 of Bitcoin again to two beautiful people out there, I hope that we can look back at this time and say, remember when we thought Bitcoin might not make it? Remember when we thought it might be going down to zero? And we can say, haha, that was so silly of us to think that. Andrew Sykes, shout out to you, bro, for the super chat. You're the man. Appreciate you a lot. Appreciate you a lot. Oh, Brian Roberts, you're always driving. Bro, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Hit me up in the Discord, Brian. Hit me up in the Discord. I'll give you a discount. And yeah, guys, if you want an 11% discount on my course, hit me up in the Discord and say, "Hey, I heard about the 11% discount. Hook me up, and I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up." Will there be different rules tomorrow about what the giveaway? I don't know. I have to think about it. And E-Wheeler's working out. Shout out to everyone who's working out right now. Yeah, AF, I will do another Bitcoin analysis before I close out the stream. Shout out to everyone who's working out right now. Yeah, you can join the private Discord. Hit me up for details. I'll give you details about it. And I'm actually recording this in a gym. And that's why you hear the washer going on, because I'm actually in my basement gym, which I also have hydroponic vegetables growing down here. And so shout out to everyone who's at the gym right now. Anyone who can deadlift more than me. I can deadlift 585, conventional deadlift. Trap bar, I could do like over 6. I love deadlifting. Okay, more about the course. Somebody wants to know. It's a trading course. It's for newer traders. The purpose of it is to give you confidence trading, so that if you don't know anything about trading, you will be able to look at a chart. You will be able to find good entries. You'll know where to take profit, know where to set your stop loss. You'll know how to do Fibonacci. There's 3 sessions on Market Cipher where we really dive deep into it, how to use it, how to look at it as a whole structure instead of just looking at dots. For 3 sessions, we go over Market Cipher. We go over using an exchange. We go over, how to maintain an open trade, laddering in, scaling in, adding to your position, taking profits, stop losses. And then today, 2 days ago, we went over creating your own strategy, which is very important. And today we're going to go through some example strategies, 2 or 3 of them that I've already tested and use. Then we'll be going over risk management, psychology. These are very important things because a lot of people, if you don't have good risk management, then you're going to get wrecked eventually. That's just the way it is, okay? Because you're going to have losing trades, and if you just so happen to use horrible risk management and risk 100% of your account on every trade with no stop loss, without thinking about how you're going to manage your account, then you're going to get wrecked. So that's the course. For information, join my Discord. Hit me up in there. I'll give you an 11% discount if you say that you were in this live stream. Yeah, if you want to get into the private group, there's 2 ways to do it. You can either become a level 2 VIP Patreon on my Patreon account, okay, which the link is in the description, and that's a subscription where you have to pay monthly, or I could do a lifetime, one-time thing, Bitcoin payment, and then you could be in there forever without having to pay. It's totally up to you, but those are the 2 ways to do it. Yeah. Leo, guys, if you get the course, TradingView info, it goes over how to use TradingView, how to customize it, everything. Yep, Discord is in the video description, and it goes over everything, how to use TradingView. Yeah, everything's cool. Shout out to Ramon. Shalom, Ramon. Ma shlomcha. Okay, so let's go over the Bitcoin one more time, and then I'm going to cut the stream. So overall, I still have a bullish sentiment here. Okay, let's talk about why I'm still bullish. Let's remove the drawings. Let's remove the volume indicator. Let's make Market Cipher just a tad bit skinnier. I'm gonna put the Market Cipher on the what is it? What's that diet? That crazy diet, the Atkins diet, no carbohydrates. Put them on the Atkins diet, the keto. Put Market Cipher B on keto, lose a little fat there. Now, We're still on the daily time frame above the 21 EMA, which is, so technically, obviously, still bullish, right? Because when we come below that 21 EMA, that's where we have usually a few days of downward movement. That's just what tends to happen. So we're still good in that area. The thing that makes me concerned, well, before I talk about that, let's take Market Cipher off keto. We still have some good separation between these waves here. So it looks like there's still more room to grow this wave upward. It looks like we could still come up more, which is good. The only thing that concerns me on Market Cipher B off keto is the fact that the Vwap is pointing down. Okay, and when this Vwap crosses under, it will cause us to, usually we print a red dot right after that, right? The Vwap is a great sign that we're about to print a dot, right? And so things are still looking kind of bullish on the daily. The only thing that concerns me is the fact that we had a higher high and a higher low and a higher high and a higher low and a higher high and a higher low, and now I don't want to put in a lower high, because if we put in a lower high and then we come back down and we'll put in a lower low, now I'm not saying that this would be the end of the bull run. I'm just saying if we put in a lower high here, then I would, in the short term, turn bearish for sure. Especially if we cross below this 21 EMA, then for sure, we want to change the way we're looking at the market. Now, if we go to the 4-hour, there's still a lot of bullish things that have happened here because we have recently had our money flow crossover. And then we had our exponential moving average crossover where we had the 21 cross over the 55, right? And historically, whenever we get that 21.55 crossover, then we get a nice move to the upside. That's just what happens. And also, we had a bounce off that 21 EMA where we come up, historically bounce off the 21 EMA, and that usually is the signal that Elon Musk gets when Elon Musk sees that we've bounced off the EMA. What does he do? He invests in Bitcoin. We bounce off the EMA here. Elon Musk says Tesla is all in on Bitcoin, and boom, off to the moon, because this is the Earth right here, and this is the moon up here, and Elon Musk and the bounce off the 21 EMA took us perfectly to the moon. So we had all those things happen here, right? We printed a bottom. We were in our uptrend. We came over and confirmed above both the EMAs. And we did bounce off of them before they crossed over. And then we got another bounce off of it after it crossed over. So I was really expecting us to blast off to the moon simply because that bounce off the EMA. And, we did, in the Discord, enter long right in here and ride this thing up. But we didn't quite get to the moon, guys. We didn't get to the moon. We got to the ionosphere? No, the stratosphere. I don't know. I forget what all those spheres are called, guys. It's been a long time since I took Earth science in 8th grade. A very long time. I'm a very old man. People don't believe me when I tell them I'm 132. So the 4-hour right now, we're in this range. We're in this range here. We are ranging, and that's why we're talking about trading the Crosswalk strategy and shorting the resistances, buying the supports, and just taking these small moves. Or, when Bitcoin is ranging, I love to make those big pumps on the altcoins, guys. And I'm going to upload a separate video about the Vwap cross strategy and also altcoins, because you can make so much money doing that. But it seems like we're respecting this triangle here. And right now, we're kind of in this decision point, because if we don't break above this 59.8 resistance level and we keep getting rejected down, then I think we're going to come down. If we come below the 58, if we come below the 57.5 level, which is a very significant support, this is a very significant support at 57.5, then we're going to come down to at least 55.9, and if we lose that, then the next daily level is like 51.6, around there. So I really want to maintain the support, and perhaps we will have a breakout of this triangle. And I'm looking for, if I was not already long, which I am long, I would be looking for an entry at the breakout of this. I would be looking for a breakout entry. Now I know it's usually, you have to be careful when you're trading breakouts, because you have to make sure that Market Cipher is telling you that we're going to break out. That's the thing. Because if Market Cipher is not telling you that, it could be a fake out. We had, how many fake outs did we have in the past few days? I think we had 3 fake outs. This crazy candle was a huge fake out. Everyone FOMO'd into it and then got slammed down. Everyone got liquidated, and then, if you know, everyone got liquidated. And hang on, let me zoom out here. Everyone got liquidated on this candle, and then, you know, this is where I added to my long position, which was a good place. Whenever there's those flash dumps, guys, look for bounces off of EMAs and supports and buy those. I shouldn't say whenever. It's always risky. It's always risky, because you never know if it's going to be the bottom or not. But when you come onto Market Cipher on a lower time frame, and this is what I was doing when I bought that crash. Okay, Market Cipher B on the 5-minute is telling us that we have that we're printing a bottom. And when it says we're printing a bottom, and then we see on the 5-minute, if you see these huge wicks on the 5-minute, you see a huge wick like this, I mean, that's a good sign that we're getting a bounce. If you see a huge wick on a support, on a daily support level, that is a good sign that you're getting a bounce. And it's a risky trade, so you would put your stop loss, you know, below the support. Like, let me see where I did that in here. Yeah, I put my stop loss. This is where I entered. I put it below that trend line, because I also saw that we broke out and retested not only the 21 EMA, but also this channel. Also testing this channel that we were trading in for quite some time. So I put my stop loss below the channel, and then I started to ride that thing up, and I took the stop loss out, because now the 21 EMA is now my trade and validation point. So that's kind of where Bitcoin stands right now, guys. That's where Bitcoin stands right now. Alright, guys, I'm going to cut the stream. Appreciate you guys for being here, and we'll do another giveaway tomorrow. I pray that the Lord blesses all of you and protects you, and may God bless all of you in Jesus' name. And I'll see y'all soon. Peace.